God says, I am pleading with you. You have been chosen to witness this miracle today before 9 p.m. Do not speak of it to anyone. It will manifest in just 2 minutes. This is not something to dismiss lightly. This is not by chance. You were guided here because heaven has placed its mark upon you. You were led to this very instant because I, the Lord your God, have something to unveil that will alter the direction of your existence. Comment Amen right now if your spirit senses the depth of this reality. Do not hold back. Your inner being already recognizes something is taking place. You can perceive the weight pressing on your chest as if something invisible is drawing you in. That is not fear. That is me. That is my presence reaching outward, whispering deep within your spirit, urging you to remain, to pay attention, and not to turn away. For if you do, you will miss what your forefathers longed to witness in their day. You will miss what angels stood still to prepare. Do not scroll past. I am addressing you directly. I ask of you just one thing, with all the gentleness in my voice. Please like this video if you sense my call. That is all I request. One small act of your agreement to my spirit. That is all. There exists a purpose behind your enemy's failure. There exists a purpose behind your endurance of things that should have overwhelmed you. There exists a purpose behind your feelings of neglect for so long. You were sheltered by my hand, shielded by my perfect timing, never forsaken, but deliberately set apart. Because what I am going to pour into your existence will be so abrupt, so overwhelming, so miraculous. It could only be me. It will not be achieved by human means. It will not be gained through personal striving. It will be ordained by heaven and perfectly timed. Comment 11 on 11. If you believe this instant is holy today, heaven has unlocked something working in your favor. While the world slept, while those who doubted ridiculed, I was laboring in the background, influencing hearts, removing mountains, and clearing pathways. I did not overlook the tears you shed. I did not disregard the prayers you uttered when no one else was present. I observed every silent scream. I collected every tear. I documented every appeal. Now I am present, and I am about to move with speed. You will recognize it was me because it will unfold when logic insists it cannot. When finances declare it is impossible. When people proclaim it is hopeless. I am the Lord who transcends limitations. I am not confined by time nor governed by human reasoning. I will accomplish what eyes have not seen and ears have not heard. And you, yes you, will experience it before this day concludes. You may have experienced doubt. You may have felt exhaustion. You may have even contemplated surrender, but that is because the tension is greatest just prior to the breakthrough. The spiritual realm becomes most intense right before the heavens release what belongs to you. Hell attempts to intimidate you because it understands your miracle is already approaching. Do not succumb to it. Remain steadfast. I am not requiring you to be powerful. I am asking you to have faith in me. Comment 2 on 22 if you still trust me even after all you have been through. You did not arrive here by coincidence. I attracted you. The words you are reading are not mere words. They are divine guidance wrapped in my affection. And if you will remain with me, pay attention to me, and follow me, I will reveal something so magnificent it will quiet every taunting voice. You will recline at the table I have set in the sight of those who attempted to humiliate you. I will raise your reputation from the ashes and position it before influential figures, not for arrogance, but for destiny, so the world may acknowledge the one who preserved you. Recall when they told you your aspirations were excessive. They will observe you dwelling in the reality of what they ridiculed. Recall when you lacked even the strength to smile. Soon you will erupt with joy. I will give back to you everything the adversary tried to steal, even the fragments of yourself you believed were lost forever. Some of you are bearing pain in secret, wounds that remain unseen, yet I perceive them. I see you presenting a brave face while inwardly weeping. I see you lifting others while feeling shattered. I see the difficulty of your journey, and I want you to understand I am healing you at this very moment. This is not a future promise. This is not vague optimism. This is occurring now. This is your instant. My child, you are not neglected. You are not unseen. You are not disposable. You are my chosen one. I did not select the most vocal or the most prominent. I selected the one who remained devoted even when circumstances were challenging. I selected the one who persisted in prayer. I selected the one who stood solitary but never abandoned me. You did not need to be flawless. You simply needed to be receptive. And now your receptiveness has reached my throne, and I declare this as your Father. What you are going to encounter will resemble a vision. People will fail to comprehend it. Some will claim you were fortunate. Some will insist you were undeserving. Allow them to speak. You are aware of the reality. You are aware of the years you invested quietly. You are aware of the sacrifices you made when no one observed. And I, the Lord your God, have observed it all, and I recompense. I never neglect the devoted. Let this serve as your indication. Before 9 p.m., something will change. It may commence subtly, like a soft breeze, yet it will intensify. It will develop, and it will eliminate all uncertainty. I remain the God of wonders. I remain the one who divides seas, shifts mountains, silences lions, and unlocks prison gates. I remain the God who creates pathways where none exist. Your miracle has already departed heaven. It is currently seeking your location. Additional blessings are approaching. Remain with me. Pay attention. Could your thinking be the reason you're still experiencing financial hardship? Scientists have just verified. A 9-word phrase concealed deep within your subconscious might be hindering prosperity from entering your existence. Yet now you have the ability to reverse it. Utter these 9 words and riches will begin to pursue you starting today. However, authorities might remove this information at any time. Click the link in the description and comments before it is erased permanently. Comment 333 to proclaim your faith with courage. This is your instant of alignment. What is approaching you will not resemble anything you have witnessed previously. I am executing something unprecedented, and it will emerge rapidly. The miracle I am placing in your journey is a testament that you are not neglected. It is a reminder that I remain actively involved in every aspect of your existence. Even when the entrance was barred, even when they rejected you, even when the response seemed like silence, I remained with you. I was observing. I was anticipating the perfect moment, and now that moment has arrived. You are not behind schedule. You have not overlooked it. Actually, you are precisely on track with what I have arranged. Even the pauses were part of my safeguarding. You assumed you were being disciplined, yet you were actually being preserved. You did not comprehend it previously, but soon you will express gratitude for what I prevented because I did not permit you to accept inferiority to what I had planned. Comment 555. If you recognize that even your suffering had significance, I am going to reclaim the years that were taken from you. Time that was squandered in uncertainty, anguish, betrayal, dread. I will recover it. I will cause it to appear as though it never departed. I will infuse such tranquility into your being that you will forget the sensation of anxiety, and the areas within you that were once burdened with grief will overflow with melodies of happiness. What seemed like an incurable injury will transform into evidence of my healing ability. You understand, I did not merely choose you to endure. I selected you to ascend, and when I elevate someone, I accomplish it in such a manner that no human effort can take credit for it. I will raise you to levels that your history could not have equipped you for. I will grant you entry to doors you never knocked on. I will establish your reputation in circles you never knew existed because I do not require connections. I am the connection. Those who attempted to bury you assumed it was finished, yet they failed to recognize you were a seed. And now I have nourished your belief. I have enveloped you in grace. I have safeguarded your foundations, and now your harvest will emerge. Your radiance will shine, and what was once concealed will be uncovered. Comment 1212. If you sense the breakthrough already commencing within your spirit, my child, I desire you to internalize this truth. You are not solitary. Even during the most isolated moments, I have journeyed alongside you. I have stood behind you when others abandoned you. I have murmured comfort into your being when no one else perceived your suffering. I was present every time you wept in solitude, and I remain present now more powerfully than ever, nearer than ever. And I am prepared to disclose what I have been arranging throughout this time. There is a purpose behind the pressure you have experienced recently. There is a purpose behind old injuries resurfacing. It is because the enemy senses what is approaching, yet he cannot prevent it. No scheme of hell can override my commitment. No darkness can extinguish my radiance, and no falsehood can erase my reality. You belong to me. You are distinguished by me, and the one who journeys with me cannot be cursed. Some of you are confronting circumstances that appear hopeless. You feel trapped with no escape route, yet I remind you, I am the escape route. I do not require a visible path to rescue you. I fashion doorways in locations people consider dead ends. I bring streams into wastelands. I transform tombs into gardens. And I am about to do it once more in your existence. Do not permit what you observe to distract you from what I have declared. My word concerning your life remains active. My promise remains alive. And if I have spoken it, I will accomplish it. I do not deceive. I do not fail. I do not forget. What you consider concluded is merely delayed for my magnificence to be displayed at the appropriate moment. This is that moment. I want you to ready your heart, because the information reaching you will seem surreal. Your ears will perceive it, and your spirit will tremble, yet you will recognize that it was me. The relationships you are about to form, the provision you are about to encounter, the favor you are about to experience, it is all part of the promise. I have not altered my intentions regarding you. I have not withdrawn my support. I have not disregarded my pledge. You remain selected. You remain cherished. And nothing has altered that. When others ridiculed you, I grieved for you. When others disregarded you, I drew close. When others rejected you, I enveloped you in my embrace. Because you have always belonged to me and you always will. Allow them to mock. Allow them to doubt. Allow them to depart. But you remain with me. Continue advancing. Continue trusting. Because beyond this instant lies something that will make it all worthwhile. I am bringing a tranquility that settles profoundly within you. A joy that does not rely on situations. A triumph that quiets every detractor. This miracle is intimate. This is not merely another gift. This is a redirection of destiny. This is a mark of my affection placed upon your life. Comment 777. If your spirit senses the pull of my presence at this moment, your existence is not an error. The struggles you endured were not pointless. Every moment of bewilderment, every heartache, every instance you were set aside, it was preparing you. It was creating space for what I am about to entrust to you. You have questioned why your journey has been so solitary. It is because I needed to separate you. I needed to draw you away from the commotion so you could perceive me distinctly. I needed to close the entrances you kept attempting to force open so that you would enter the one I have fashioned especially for you. Why did 19,583 people suddenly achieve financial freedom last month? They all discovered a peculiar phrase. Just 9 words in length, concealed in neuroscience studies and once hidden by the FBI. Now they are eliminating debt, exploring the globe, and residing in homes they never imagined affording. If you are viewing this, you are fortunate. The page might vanish at any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to learn this secret before it is erased forever. You did not comprehend why they departed. You did not understand why it collapsed. Yet one day shortly, you will reflect and say, "Thank you, God, for the refusal, because that refusal was shielding you from a future that would have ruined your destiny. I only remove what I intend to replace with something superior, and what is approaching will be superior to anything you ever envisioned." The enemy desired you to become resentful during the waiting period. He wanted you to surrender, yet instead, you prayed with greater intensity. You cried out to me even more. You converted your anguish into adoration. And for that, I am honoring you, I am elevating you, I am rewarding what was accomplished in secret. Comment 999. If you have endured battles known only to you and me, some of you have been encircled by individuals who smiled in your presence but harbored hostility behind your back. I perceived it. I perceived the hidden intentions, the envious hearts, the discussions about you when you were absent. You never had to protect yourself because I was protecting you. I was uncovering what required disclosure and severing what required removal. And now you are about to understand why I did it. You are not who they claimed you were. You are who I declare you are. You are not confined by your history. You are elevated by my intention. You are not characterized by your injuries. You are adorned with my splendor. You are not shattered. You are evolving into everything I designed you to become at the precise moment I established. A sacred reversal is occurring. The things that once overwhelmed you will no longer dominate you. The tears you shed are being collected and transformed into rain, rain that nourishes the very ground of your harvest. Where there was dryness, I am sending abundance. Where there was scarcity, I am sending excess. And where there was quiet, I am sending a sound from heaven so powerful it will demolish the obstacles around your life. Comment 1010. If you embrace this shift within your spirit, there is someone reading this at this moment who was prepared to give up today. You have been on the edge, feeling like nothing will improve, like nobody notices you. Yet I notice you. I notice your suffering. I notice the burden you carry in silence, and I desire you to understand. Do not release your grip. Not at this moment. You are excessively close. If you could only perceive what I have arranged just past this instant, you would cling on with all your strength. I am not requiring you to be flawless. I am not requiring you to comprehend every action. I am simply requesting you to trust me, to trust that I remain the God of renewal, the God of recovery, the God of unexpected breakthroughs, and the God who never abandons his own. You have been selected not because of your identity, but because of my identity. I looked through the multitude and I perceived your heart, a heart that remained humble even when it was injured, a heart that selected me even when it defied logic, a heart that bent but did not fracture. And because of that, I am guiding you into something unprecedented. Observe how matters start to harmonize without effort. Observe how individuals begin appearing with the appropriate words. Observe how the entrances that were barred suddenly swing wide. It will not be chance. It will be validation. You will recognize it was me because everything about it will embody my peace. This is the instant where everything commences to change. Do not permit your present circumstances to obscure your heavenly promise. I have proceeded ahead of you. I have arranged the journey, and now all I am requesting you to do is journey with me in reliance. I will not permit you to collapse. I will not permit you to fail. I will not abandon you empty-handed. This miracle, yes, the one I mentioned, would occur before 9 p.m. It remains in motion toward you, and it will not be postponed. You are not required to perform any action to merit it. Simply accept it. Simply trust that I love you that deeply, that my grace extends that profoundly, that my compassion reaches that extensively, that I care for you in a manner no human ever has or ever will. Some of you are being summoned into purpose through this communication. You have sensed for a while that there is more to you than what others perceive, that there is a flame within you that has been awaiting ignition. This is it. This is your affirmation. I am summoning you to rise, to communicate, to generate, to enter spaces you once felt unqualified for, because now is the moment. The dread that once immobilized you will no longer control your expression. The disgrace that attempted to quiet you will no longer obscure your identity. You are advancing into liberation, into clarity, into sacred confidence, not due to your own power, but because I have placed my spirit upon you. There exists no force powerful enough to separate you from my intention. What I have initiated in you, I will complete. And the most remarkable aspect is this: I am only just commencing. Comment 1515. If you sense this moment was crafted specifically for you, the miracle I am releasing today is unlike the others. This is not merely a gift. It is a sacred disruption. It is me entering your environment, altering things suddenly, unexpectedly, powerfully. You assumed you were merely enduring another day, yet I have determined this day will become your pivotal moment. The restraints that confined you until now are fracturing. The burden that rested on your shoulders is lifting. The scarcity you have grown accustomed to is concluding. You may not have anticipated it. You may not even feel prepared. Yet when I summon, I also supply. When I select, I also equip. When I open an entrance, I also provide the strength to cross it. So do not question yourself. You are not entering this next phase alone. I am proceeding ahead of you. I am journeying beside you, and I am safeguarding what lies behind you. Could a 9-word ritual truly be your key to financial freedom? What sounds like fiction is now being confirmed by research. Harvard investigators and FBI records indicate a concealed brain region that, when stimulated, draws in abundance naturally. This 9-word prayer has assisted over 19,000 financially struggling individuals attract wealth and live a life full of abundance. Yet this secret will not remain accessible online indefinitely. Click the description and comments now to obtain it before it is permanently deleted. You have quietly questioned me, why does it seem like I have been abandoned? Yet I was never departing from you. I was positioning you. I was keeping you concealed until the moment was appropriate. And now the moment has come. My radiance is shining upon you, not to expose your imperfections, but to disclose my glory through your existence. What I am about to accomplish within you extends beyond just you. It will affect generations. It will flow through your lineage. It will reclaim what was fractured in your family for years. Comment 1717. If you trust healing is approaching your family through you, there is someone reading this who has been holding on by a slender thread. You have confided in no one about the struggle within you. You have smiled through the tempest. You have served others while feeling empty. Yet I perceive you. I perceive the way you support everyone else. I perceive how diligently you have attempted to be strong, and I desire you to understand I am not disappointed in you. I am proud of you. Proud of how you continued walking when everything inside you urged you to surrender. Proud of how you trusted me even when you could not perceive me. Proud of how you remained kind when you were treated unjustly. Now I am compensating that faithfulness, the miracle I guaranteed before 9 p.m. It is not merely a physical breakthrough, it is a restoration of your spirit. It is a removal of the burden. It is an inexplicable peace that will envelop you like a covering. You will experience it settling into your chest. You will experience your thoughts decelerating. You will experience your tears drying as my comfort surrounds you. You will recall this moment as the shift. This is your affirmation that I have been attentive all along. Every plea of God, please, you whispered at night. Every help me that escaped your weary voice. Every moment you felt neglected, I recalled it all, and I am responding now with an outpouring of my presence, my peace, and my provision. No more anxiety, no more anticipating the next misfortune, no more patterns of barely succeeding. This occasion, it will be thorough. This occasion, it will endure. This occasion, you will cross the entrance and never have to return to the valley again. I am securing this miracle in my name, and no one can hinder what I have resolved to accomplish. Comment amen if you are claiming the "you are" conclusiveness of this breakthrough. My child, do not be frightened of what is next. I am with you. When I declare I am with you, I do not mean occasionally, I mean constantly. I do not clock out. I do not rest or sleep. I do not overlook anything. I am the God who never rests and never blinks. I am watching over you in the traffic, in the stillness, in the storms, and even in the smallest moments. You assume I have forgotten. I am present. I am the one who ensured that accident did not end your life. I am the one who ensured you had just enough to survive that month. I am the one who dispatched that person to encourage you when you were moments from surrendering. I am the one who stood between you and what was intended to overwhelm you. And I am not finished yet. You are going to observe something change in your environment even before this day concludes. It may not be loud, it may not be dramatic, yet it will be unmistakable. You will experience the breeze of my spirit passing through your circumstances. You will experience the liberation. You will experience the confirmation in your being that something has transformed. What once was obstructed is now accessible. What once felt unattainable is now progressing. What once caused deep pain is now recovering. You are entering what you prayed for, and you will not have to compel it. I am not requiring you to struggle or demonstrate yourself. I am simply requiring you to yield. Trust that I have you secure, even when it feels unstable. I am managing every detail. Nothing is slipping through. You did not overlook your miracle. It has been awaiting your trust to rise. And now, here it is, prepared, delivered, exactly on schedule. Comment. Amen. If your spirit is completely receptive to embrace this shift, you have waited in stillness, and now I am responding with power. The miracle I guaranteed before 9 p.m. is already in progress. You do not need to perceive it to trust it. You simply need to remain connected to me. Do not permit your thoughts to persuade you out of what I have already declared. Do not permit fear to deceive you into believing you are undeserving. You are mine, and I do not deceive. I do not tantalize. I do not guarantee something and then forget it. I deliver precisely when the heavens declare, it is time. And child, it is time. The reason you have been experiencing such agitation lately, the sudden emotions, the unexpected tears, the restless nights, is because your spirit understands what your eyes have not yet perceived. Your miracle is so near. Your soul is detecting it before your life even catches up to it. That is how close it is. That is how significant this is. It is not a sensation. It is confirmation. You are not imagining this change. You are experiencing it. Comment 111. If your faith perceives it before your eyes do, some of you feel like you have been excluded, like others are advancing while you remain stuck. Yet I desire you to hear this from the depths of my voice. You are not behind. You are not neglected. You are not being disciplined. You are being positioned. Everything that did not succeed, every entrance that stayed closed, every delay, it all guided you directly into sacred alignment. Because this miracle I am releasing is not intended for just anyone. It is intended for those who waited. What do brain surgeons and billionaires understand that you do not? This 9-word prosperity code, once reserved for the elite, is now being shared with ordinary individuals, and the outcomes are astonishing. Unexpected financial gains, eliminated debt, and lifelong stress eliminated. Yet authorities might remove this secret at any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it is erased forever. It is intended for those who did not hurry forward. It is intended for those who remained with me even when they had every justification to depart. This is why you have been set apart. I was distinguishing you, not to penalize you, but to safeguard what I have placed within you. Certain individuals could not accompany you because their presence would have disrupted my promise. They could not comprehend the calling on your life. They would have expressed doubt where I required you to stand in bold trust. So, I removed them. I changed the environment and I created space because what I am pouring into your life is too valuable to be contaminated by doubt. You are entering spaces you did not seek admission to. You are about to be recalled in places where your identity was once dismissed. Individuals are going to reference you in opportunities you did not even know existed, yet they will not recognize it was me. You will, because this miracle will manifest in such an unexpected, undeniable manner that only someone who journeys with me would recognize my influence on it. Comment 22. If you trust what I am about to accomplish, allow me to remind you of something. I have never required a multitude to validate what I am doing. I have never required popular endorsement to elevate someone. I discovered David in a field. I summoned Moses from a desert. I visited Mary in stillness. I encountered you here in the private place where your spirit was receptive and your eyes were still seeking hope. This is where I execute my finest work, where no one else can claim the recognition. Some of you are about to be restored in areas you forgot were injured. Not merely your finances, not merely your future, but your identity. I am renewing your assurance. I am breathing vitality into withered bones. I am bringing laughter back into your home, clarity back into your mind, strength back into your body. I am restoring what was taken from you in childhood. I am returning what was stolen from you in relationships. I am replacing what fear attempted to destroy. You are about to encounter peace that defies explanation. You are going to look around and say, "How am I calm right now?" And that is how you will recognize it is me. That is how you will recognize heaven has entered your environment. You do not need to struggle. Just remain near. You do not need to perform. Just trust. You do not need to figure it all out. Just pay attention. I will direct you where to go. I will emphasize what to do. And even when it feels unfamiliar, I will provide confirmation after confirmation that you are in the appropriate place. I am sending individuals who carry answers. I am positioning assistance from directions you were not even looking, because I do not merely provide promises, I fulfill them completely. No partial miracles, no incomplete breakthroughs. I execute all things excellently. The entrance that is opening before 9 p.m. today is going to bear my distinctive mark. Do not be concerned if it does not resemble what you envisioned. It is superior. Do not panic if it arrives through a route you did not anticipate. I accomplish the impossible through the unlikely. You are not unfortunate. You are not abandoned. You are not cursed. You are selected, marked, safeguarded, and the miracle I'm about to place in your life is the evidence you have been yearning for. Comment Amen right now if you understand you are divinely protected. You have spent excessive time questioning if it would ever occur. Excessive nights questioning if you perceive me correctly. Excessive moments feeling like perhaps I altered my intentions, yet I did not. What I guaranteed you remains valid. My word never returns empty. And this miracle, this movement, this sacred moment that is approaching before 9 p.m. today, it is not a possibility. It is not a future event. It is now. I have been laboring behind the scenes while you were merely attempting to survive. While you were maintaining composure, I was setting things in motion. You were concerned about what you did not see. I was aligning heaven with earth on your behalf. I was influencing hearts, stirring minds, adjusting schedules, all for this precise moment. That agitation, you feel that tension building within you. That is not fear. That is delivery. You are about to enter something you carried in stillness for so long, the vision that was too vast to explain to others. I am about to make it real. Comment 333. If you have been carrying something sacred in stillness, you were born for such a moment as this. You were not overlooked. You were not neglected. I did not disregard you when you wept. I did not postpone because I was distant. I waited because I required everything to align in a manner that no one could interrupt or interfere. I waited so you would never have to question if it was me. What I am releasing today is not merely for your comfort. It is for your purpose. It is going to bless you, yes, yet it is also going to activate you. You have questioned me, Lord, why does it feel like everything is being removed? That is because I am creating space. The weight of what I am providing you cannot rest on unstable foundations. I had to shake what was not solid. I had to break what could not support the blessing. And now the foundation beneath you is strong. It is sacred. It is prepared. So are you. You may not feel prepared. You may still feel injured. Yet I have selected you as you are. Your scars tell a story that will guide others out of their darkness. Your vulnerability is where my strength manifests the brightest. You assumed your history disqualified you, yet I am utilizing your history to construct a platform for my glory. Nothing is squandered with me. Nothing is misplaced. Nothing is random. Why is the government desperate to conceal this 9-word prayer? A startling FBI disclosure has just exposed a straightforward 9-word prayer, now enabling ordinary individuals to eliminate debt and attract unstoppable wealth. Verified by leading researchers and supported by Harvard studies, this at-home practice is converting financial strain into a life of luxury. Dream residences, new vehicles, luxurious vacations. It is all attainable, yet the government could remove this secret at any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it is erased forever. You are about to witness me accomplish in one day what would have required human effort 10 years. You are about to see me reverse what they declared was irreversible. You are about to hear news that reduces you to tears, not from dread, but from the overwhelming awareness of, God, I knew you were real. I knew you were with me. Comment 555. If you trust this is the day you have been anticipating, and when it arrives, when the entrance opens, when the telephone rings, when the email arrives, when the peace envelops you, I desire you to recall this. It was not fortune. It was not timing. It was not chance. It was me. It was always me. I am your source, not the employment, not the companion, not the currency. I am, and I will continue to provide in ways that will leave you astonished. Even in the wilderness, I provided manna. Even in the drought, I provided rain. Even in death, I provided resurrection. So why would I not provide you this miracle? My capability is not limited. My reach is not restricted. I do not require ideal circumstances to perform. I only require trust. And you have demonstrated to me that even injured, even exhausted, even afraid, you still trust. And for that, I am honoring you. There are generational patterns being broken at this moment because you remained in my presence. There are lineage patterns dissolving at this moment because you refuse to surrender. There are cycles concluding because you selected me over ease. You may not realize it, yet what I do for you today will resonate through generations. Your offspring will benefit from the prayers you uttered in your deepest valley. Your family will be shielded because you remained connected to me. This miracle is the commencement of a ripple effect that no enemy can reverse. You have struggled long enough. This is your moment of tranquility. This is your moment to accept. You do not need to determine how. It is not your responsibility to make it happen. Simply remain in position, remain receptive, remain attentive. The release is approaching faster than you expect. What was once unattainable will become the new normal. What used to distress you will no longer affect you. What once perplexed you will now make sense. You are not entering merely a new phase. You are entering sacred purpose. You are not merely receiving a blessing. You are entering a sacred appointment. Comment Amen if you perceive this profoundly in your being. You have waited long enough, and I observed you when you waited. You did not wait flawlessly, yet you waited faithfully. You did not always comprehend me, yet you did not release me. You did not always feel powerful, yet you remained under my protection, and because of that, my favor is now descending like rain, not a sprinkle, an outpouring, not a glimpse, an abundance. You have been tested in the fire, and now you are emerging as gold. You have been tested in private, and now I am rewarding you in public. You have been overlooked by people, yet seen by heaven, and heaven has declared, it is your time. Comment 1010 if you are prepared to accept what they claimed was unattainable. There is a miracle moving toward your existence at this moment, one that has already been authorized by the courts of heaven. This is not pending. This is not being deliberated. This has already been stamped with my agreement. The only thing remaining was your timing. And today, your timing has intersected with your destiny. The moment has come. And what I am about to accomplish will compensate for every delay, every heartache, every unanswered prayer you assumed I disregarded. I did not say no. I said not yet, and now I say proceed into spaces you once felt too small for. Proceed into opportunities that seem too vast. Proceed into relationships where peace surrounds you. Proceed into tranquility without guilt. Proceed into abundance without fear. You do not need to diminish to match their expectations any longer. I have expanded your territory. I have prepared your spirit. I have matured your trust. Now step into what I have fashioned just for you. There is someone reading this who has lost nearly everything. You have watched people depart. You have watched resources evaporate. You have sat in the midst of what felt like a storm with no refuge. Yet, child, you did not lose everything. You merely lost what could not remain. I was removing the excess. I was clearing the disorder. I was removing what was never intended to support your miracle because the weight of what is approaching requires space. And now you are prepared. Comment 1212 if you trust your wilderness is concluding today. You have spent so long surviving. You have forgotten what it feels like to flourish. Yet I am about to remind you, you are going to smile genuinely again. You are going to laugh without pretending. You are going to awaken with purpose instead of pressure. You are going to rest without worrying about what follows. Because I am not merely providing you a blessing, I am reconstructing your existence. This miracle is not a temporary solution. It is a complete renewal. This is not me applying a bandage over your pain. It is me reaching in and healing it from the core. You will not carry that wound into the next chapter. I will not permit it. You will not live from survival mode any longer. I am delivering you from it. You will not beg for scraps at tables I never arranged for you. I have constructed a table with your identity on it, and it has already been prepared. I will not permit you to accept inferiority any longer. The enemy possessed your mind, yet I have reclaimed it. The enemy possessed your confidence, yet I have renewed it. The enemy attempted to persuade you this was it, yet I am here to declare it is only the commencement. You have witnessed what existence appears like when you attempt to manage it independently. Why are neuroscientists fascinated with a 9-word phrase? Because this phrase, spoken once daily, is converting financial strain into unexpected blessings. More than 19,000 individuals have already employed it to eliminate debt and unlock a life of wealth, freedom, and peace. The outcomes are so remarkable, some believe it is divine. If you are viewing this, you are fortunate. The page might vanish at any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to learn this secret before it is erased forever. Now observe what occurs when you permit me to guide. I am not requiring you for perfection. I am requiring you for surrender. I am not waiting for you to possess all the answers. I am requiring your agreement. That is it. Agreement to my voice. Agreement to my plan. Agreement to this miracle, because what is approaching will not merely be for you. It will bless everyone connected to you. Your breakthrough is going to break chains off people around you. Your joy will be contagious. Your peace will transform environments. Your testimony will spark liberation in others. I am not merely blessing you. I am imploring you. Remain vigilant. Observe the indications. A telephone call, an open entrance, a sudden release, an unexpected communication. The one thing you assumed was finished. I am going to breathe upon it. Even in this moment, angels are moving. Assignments are being executed. You are being recalled in spaces you have not yet entered. Your identity is being whispered in places of advancement, and it is not humanity making it happen. It is me. You did not have to pursue it. I am bringing it to you, because I compensate those who seek me in the darkness. I bless those who praise me in the suffering. I favor those who remain faithful when nothing makes sense. And you, my child, have done precisely that. And now I will accomplish what I guaranteed. Comment Amen if you perceive heaven breaking through even now. You are not too late. You are not behind. You are not disqualified. I do not operate according to human schedules. I do not depend on what the clock indicates. I move when I recognize the environment is prepared. And beloved, the environment is prepared now. Everything I guaranteed is coming to life. The things that did not make sense before will begin to harmonize. The entrances that seemed firmly barred will swing wide open, and all you are required to do is remain in position, remain in trust. Do not permit distraction to separate you from destiny. That is what the enemy is hoping for. He is hoping you will doubt it one more time. He is hoping you will depart just moments before it breaks open. He is hoping you will permit fear to make the final decision. Yet you will not. You are stronger now. You have progressed too far to surrender, and I have protected you too long to permit you to fall. Comment 11:11. If you trust you are shielded by my hand, financial struggle that nearly overwhelmed you, I am eliminating it. The mental strain that felt unbearable, I am removing it. The relationships that exhausted you, I am renewing peace in their place. I am not executing a minor adjustment. I am executing a complete renewal. You are not merely going to return to where you were. You are going to ascend higher than you have ever been, because I do not renew you to where you were. I elevate you to where I have always perceived you. You are about to become unrecognizable to the individuals who departed, not out of arrogance, but because of my glory upon you, not because of retaliation, but because of redemption. I am not aiming to penalize your enemies. I am aiming to safeguard your purpose, and I will not permit anything to undermine what I have declared over your life. You have been faithful. Even with tears in your eyes, you remained faithful. Even when you did not comprehend, you selected me. Even when you were misunderstood, overlooked, rejected, you remained near. And now I am honoring what you did in secret. I am converting your private anguish into public joy. I am converting your quiet surrender into loud victory. Comment 222. If you have ever worshipped me through your weeping, the sound of heaven is shifting over your life. The conflict is no longer yours. It is mine. You will not have to fight this one. I am stepping in. I am appearing, and I am displaying my power in a manner that silences every falsehood spoken against you. You have been in a conflict that wore down your body and your mind, yet this is the moment where you finally rest. Not because you surrendered, but because I stepped in. The miracle approaching before 9 p.m. is not a concept. It is real. It is already heading toward you. The confirmation you require will appear. You will not need to pursue it. It will come directly to your entrance. Some of you will observe something change in your account. Others will receive a call that transforms your mood in moments. Some will experience a calm rush over your body that you have not felt in years. That is me. That is how you will recognize this was genuine. Your trust did not fail. Your prayers did not vanish. Your fasting did not go unnoticed. I observed every tear. I counted every cry. I integrated every plea into my plan. And now the plan is disclosing itself in pieces you can finally grasp, tangible, visible, undeniable. You will not have to clarify yourself. The blessing will communicate louder than your voice ever could. You will not have to persuade people of what I declared. They will perceive it upon you. You will not have to plead any longer. I am transforming you from borrower to lender, from outsider to foundation, from overlooked to established. I am not merely blessing you for your sake. I am doing it for my reputation's sake, because I guarantee to be faithful. I guarantee to never depart from you. I guarantee to make your adversaries your footrest, and I fulfill my guarantees. Some of you are departing from old mindsets at this moment, the falsehoods you have trusted since childhood. I am not good enough. I will always struggle. Nothing ever succeeds for me. Those falsehoods are fracturing off right here, right now, under the weight of my reality. You are good enough. You are already cherished. You are already selected. You are already protected. You do not need to demonstrate your value to me. I have already determined you are worth everything. That is why I sacrificed my son for you. That is why I have spared your life more times than you even realize. That is why I have dispatched this message to reach your spirit today, because this moment was set apart for you. Can merely uttering 9 words daily actually cause wealth to flow into your life? A leading neuroscientist confirms yes, and the FBI inadvertently verified it. This neglected prayer is now transforming ordinary individuals into debt-free and financially free for life. Yet this secret will not remain accessible online indefinitely. Click the link in description and comments now to obtain it before it is permanently deleted. You have entered your miracle window. Before 9 p.m., something will change. You will recognize it, you will experience it, and you will recall this moment forever. This is not exaggeration. This is heaven. This is not a possibility. This is a decree. Comment, Amen. If you perceive this profoundly within your chest, the miracle I guaranteed before 9 p.m. is not merely something occurring around you, it is occurring within you. I am transforming your demeanor. I am restructuring your thoughts. I am restoring your inner world, not merely your external needs. I desire more than to resolve your situation. I desire to transform you. You have requested things from me, yet I am providing you what cannot be taken. Peace, security, clarity, identity, because when your being is grounded in me, no storm can destroy what I construct in you. What is approaching is not minor. That is why the conflict was so intense. That is why the pressure was so overwhelming. That is why the enemy labored excessively, attempting to distract you, drain you, and destroy you. Yet you remain here, and that holds significance. You reach the moment he swore you would never see, and now the same heaven that safeguarded you is about to compensate you. Comment 1515. If you recognize you survived through for a purpose, you may not have perceived the complete picture yet the pieces are harmonizing. The delay was never rejection. The detour was not an error. The disappointment was not the conclusion. It was a redirection. It was a pause before the revelation. Because what I am bringing into your life carries such importance that I had to ensure the foundation could support it. You have been extended, yet you did not fracture. And because of that, I am now constructing upon you something unshakable. You will soon reflect and realize that every rejection was my redirection. Every heartbreak was sacred protection. Every closed entrance was preserving you from unnecessary pain. You will express gratitude for what did not succeed, for who departed, for what felt like loss, because in reality it created space for glory. You are progressing from sorrow to singing, from scarcity to abundance, from pressure to purpose, from survival to revival. Comment 1717. If you are claiming this transformation with your complete being, this change will affect every aspect of your life, not merely one area, every area. I am restoring families. I am renewing finances. I am bringing clarity to your mind. I am reviving your body. I am lifting the haze of bewilderment that has been hovering over you for too long. I am making the twisted paths straight, the broken places whole, the lost years fruitful again. This is not patchwork. This is sacred repair. I recognize it has been lengthy. I recognize you have grown weary. I recognize your hope has felt strained. Yet I am strengthening you now. Even as you read this, your spirit is receiving a sacred replenishment. You are being refreshed. You are being renewed. You are being reminded of your identity and whose you are. You are not neglected. You are not abandoned. You are not finished. You are selected. You are rising. You are prepared. You have waited long enough, and I have observed you. I have seen you praise me while others ridiculed you. I have seen you serve when your hands were trembling. I have seen you love others when you did not feel cherished yourself. And because of your quiet obedience, I am about to make a loud declaration over your life. This miracle will be public, not to exalt you, but to exalt me. People will witness it and recognize only God could have accomplished that. Only God could have transformed that story. Only God could have made that possible. They will perceive my fingerprint in every detail. They may have dismissed you, yet I inscribed your identity into the future. They may have omitted you, yet I elevated you. They may have declared it was finished, yet I declared, observe what I do next, and I always possess the final word. This final stretch before 9 p.m. is significant. Remain alert, remain aware. I am still communicating, I am still moving, and I am still sending indications. Do not seek grand displays, seek me in the subtle things, the appropriate word at the appropriate time, a sudden sense of peace, a last-minute opportunity, that unexpected communication. These are not minor things. These are indications. Observe how I communicate in whispers that shake the earth. The enemy has lost his hold. Fear is losing its voice. Doubt is dissolving in the presence of my reality. You are not the same person who commenced this journey, and that is the point. I was never arranging the blessing for you. I was arranging you for the blessing, and now the blessing is present. Comment. Amen. If you recognize God never leaves anything incomplete. The hour is late, yet heaven remains wide open. You may be observing the clock, feeling like there is insufficient time, yet I am not limited by time. I created time. I adjust it when necessary. I accelerate it when I choose. And when I declare something will happen, it will. It does not matter if it is 9 a.m. or 8:59 p.m. What matters is your anticipation. Miracles move in response to your trust, not your calendar. Right now, as you breathe, as your spirit is receptive, as your eyes remain fixed on me, something in your existence is shifting quietly, powerfully, completely. You do not need to plead for it. You do not need to strive for it. Simply remain in alignment with me. Simply express agreement again. One more time. That is all I require. I accomplish the rest. Comment 9999. If your spirit expresses agreement, even when your mind is weary, the conflict was never about your finances. It was never merely about relationships. It was never merely about your mental health. The genuine conflict was over your future, over your legacy, over your purpose. The enemy attempted to confuse you so intensely that you would forfeit it, yet you did not. You remained. Even when you did not comprehend, you remained. And because of that, you are now standing in the space between nearly and it is accomplished. Why are 55 countries employing the identical mysterious prosperity script? Because a leaked research document just exposed a 9-word pattern that activates wealth-attracting pathways in the brain. Repeat it daily and observe wealth flow like water into your existence. Yet authorities might remove this secret at any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it is erased forever.